Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a little bit different this week. I thought that because I have finished my third year at uni now, I would let you in on a few top tips about uni that I wish I knew when I started. So this is the short version of the video, and I will also be creating a longer version where I go into the tips a bit more and have a bit of a general chatty discussion. If you like this video and you would like to hear the longer version, then I will leave the link to that down below. In the meantime, here are my top 10 tips. So the first top tip is not to blow your student finance all in one go, or you're really going to struggle when it comes to rent and bills and generally enjoying yourself until your next student finance. Also, your overdraft is not free money, you do have to pay that back. The second tip is to budget but save. So budget what you need for your food and your textbooks and general going out, but if you can, save some money here and there, because when you are stressed and tired and just feeling generally run down, that means that you can take that savings money and treat yourself to a new outfit, a fancy dinner, or just a general gadget of some sort and not feel guilty about it. And you're going to feel so much better knowing that you can treat yourself like that with that bit of savings that you've got. My third tip is something that not everybody thinks about, and that is to pack some sort of medical bag with you when you go to uni. So your paracetamol, ibuprofen, some cold and flu stuff, a nasal spray. You are not going to realise that you do not have any plasters until you need a plaster. And that leads me on to my next tip, which is to do with freshers flu. And freshers flu is something that you are going to get. You are going to get it either in your first year, your second year, or third year. And if you're really unlucky like myself, you get it all 3 years, and it's crap. You need to prepare yourself to feel like crap and to not have your mum and dad look after you now. You're going to ring them every day feeling really sorry for yourself, but you need to make sure that you have got yourself prepared. You are registered at a local doctor's so that when you get ill, you can sort yourself out now and not rely on anybody else to help you. Tips number 5 is a social tip, and that is to not feel pressured to be the typical student. I know lots of people imagine students to be lazy, go out drinking all the time, have sex with everyone, get into drugs, who knows what, and you do not have to feel pressured to be that typical student if you don't want to be. Like, you're more than welcome, obviously, to go out and get drunk and have fun and maybe have the odd sexual partner, but don't feel like if you're not doing it, you are not doing it right. You're not doing uni correctly. Like, you get out of uni what you put in, and that's how you want to go about it. That's how you want to go about it. However, my next tip does slightly contradict the first, and that would be to talk to everyone that you can possibly talk to. Go into your flat, the neighbouring flats, general social circles, societies, people on your course, people on other courses. Talk to as many people as you possibly can and create a new friendship group. You are going to meet so many different people from whole different wide ranges of life, and if you don't take the opportunity to talk to these people, you will feel quite isolated, especially if you've moved away from home. And you never know, you might find some actual friends for life and different people that you would never have imagined being friends with. You might find that you really get along with them. So talk to as many people as you possibly can when you come to uni. So my next one is to do with homesickness. Now, everybody gets homesick, and it doesn't matter whether you're a guy, a girl, how old you are. Like, at some point in your life you're going to experience some sort of homesickness, and it's not something to be embarrassed about. It's not something to be upset about either. Like, of course you're going to miss home. You've lived at home all your life, and now most of you have just decided to up and leave and go somewhere else. You're going to miss all your home comforts, and therefore my top tip would be to take some of those home comforts with you. So when you're feeling down at home and you have like a special blanket or something that you like to cuddle into, or there's like a certain fragrance that reminds you so much of home, then buy that fragrance and have it at uni, so that when you are feeling upset you can lock onto that and you can ring home or Skype call or ring a friend, or even just talk to some of the people around you, because everyone's going to experience homesickness at some point and you are not alone. Like there are so many people out there that are going to feel the exact same way as you, and just opening up about it makes you feel less lonely. And I wish I'd thought of that before I came to uni, because I did get very homesick. My next top tip is actually to do with uni work. And that is to not underestimate the jump between A-levels and uni. Now there was a big jump between GCSEs and A-levels, and there's an even bigger jump between A-levels and uni, and that is what that first year is. That first year is a transition period where you are learning how to write like someone that is at uni. You are learning how to do work and apply all of your skills directly to your degree. And first year, just don't fob it off, and enjoy yourself. Obviously it's the year that you're supposed to enjoy yourself, make friends and everything, but do not just wash it off as it doesn't count, because it's a learning experience. You need to learn in that first year how to apply yourself to a degree standard, otherwise second year is going to be quite difficult. So number 9 is a tip for those of you out there that are really crap at making notes. I tried making notes in first year. For the first term I was frantically scribbling in a notepad and I couldn't do it. By the time I got home, those notes were illegible because my hand had hurt so much that I couldn't do it. And you miss so much where you're trying to write down and remember what someone's saying, that you miss what they're saying next. So I would definitely recommend that you take a dictaphone or some sort of recording device so that you can at home write up those notes and stop and start and stop and start until you get everything you need written down on that paper, on those notes, and you're not missing anything. And finally, my number 10 of these 10 top tips is to enjoy yourself. There is no point going to university and getting into that much debt and wasting 3-4 years of your life if you don't enjoy it. I have had points where I have been so close to quitting and leaving and doing something else. And I'm not saying that you need to go out and do something every single day, but making the time to enjoy yourself and go out and do things with friends and really feel happy where you are is going to make so much more of a difference to your work, your motivation, and because of those things, the end result of your degree. It could theoretically mean the difference between getting a first and getting a 2-1, just from how motivated you are to be there because of how much you're enjoying it. So I really hope you've enjoyed these 10 top tips. I hope they were helpful, and if you have any comments or questions, please comment them down below. If you liked this video and you want to hear the chattier version to it, like I said previously, the link to it will be down in the description box and probably up here at the end of this video. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful summer, and if you are going to university in the autumn, best of luck. It's such a learning experience and I hope you all thoroughly enjoy it. So for now, goodbye.